The reason why your life isn't changing is because you're trying to fix the outcome instead of fixing the inputs. Most people wake up and they think they want more money, they want, financial freedom, they want a better life, but their habits looks the same. They go through the same thing every single time. And sometimes you got to look back at your life and think, what's actually changed? Like, why am I still in the same position that I was 2, 3, 4 years ago? And then it comes down to your daily habits. It comes down to what you actually do every single day. That's what it all comes down to. See, most people, they wake up and they think, oh, I want more money. I want more than just working here and, doing the things that you're normally doing. But then they go through the same thing every single day, and then nothing actually changes from what they do on a day-to-day basis. And then they expect different results, but then they never look at the root problem. They never look at themselves. They never hold themselves really accountable to their own actions. And that's the problem. There isn't any accountability. There isn't any bettering themselves. There isn't any working towards your goals. There isn't even, making your own goals. Most rich people, they base their life on systems. And the reason they do that is because it works so well. It gets them consistent results. Most people, they go with life by just being them, just, freestyling life really. And when you do that, every single thing then ends up leading to comfort. And comfort isn't reaching success. Comfort isn't building you towards where you want to be. And that's exactly why systems make the most sense and is how you should operate your life. Because once you have systems in place, you have schedules in place, you're able to then build your life more structured. And it's also helping your brain, because your brain can then operate and execute it without actually having to take energy through thinking about what you want to do. When you build your life like this, you feel like your life has got more structure, because it does. You now know where your time is going. You're not wasting time, doing other things. You've got a proper structure for your life. You start executing things so much better, and you are able to achieve things way quicker and better and more efficient. And you think clearer too, because your brain is now not taking as much energy to be able to execute this habit or this system that you've built every single day. You're executing on that based on the discipline that you've got. And whenever you see rich people on social media, they normally don't really have the time and place to be sitting there and doing nothing. They have things because they've built their life on structure, and they've got things, places they need to be at a specific time. And that's what's allowing them to, achieve so much more than what any other person is able to achieve, because, the normal person is just going to go about life and just do what they really want to do, or just, I'll go gym later, or I'll go this time, or I'll go to bed whenever, so there is an actual structure to your life. So if you're out of shape, for example, it's not just about your body, it's your inputs. If you're broke and you don't have any money, it's not just about money. It's about your habits and your decisions that you're making every single day. It just goes back to show that everything comes down to what you do daily. James Clear from Atomic Habits, which states, you don't fall to your goals, you rise to your systems. And that's exactly explaining to why systems are required in order for you to achieve goals. Outcomes are pointless, right? And this is exactly what the book was saying, that outcomes are pointless. There's no point in having an outcome without having an input and building systems to work towards that outcome. So instead of actually asking myself, why am I not successful? Ask yourself, what am I doing every single day that's working towards that? Because if nothing that you do on a daily works towards the goals that you want, then you're far from that. You haven't even started. You've just thought about it, but then there was no action towards that. So you need to be able to sit yourself down and actually ask yourself that. And whether what you do daily contributes to the future, it contributes to who you want to become. Because your future is literally built by what you do every day. Your life doesn't change by motivation. It changes once you've built systems. And this is exactly why I started focusing on tracking every single thing that I do in order for me to achieve and build towards the future that I want to personally live. I built my whole system on habits, schedule, sleep, tracking. So I track every single thing about myself in order for me to then see and analyze myself and see, okay, I've done this and I've completed this, and have I done my habit? Even if it feels like I have to put in the effort at first, at the end of the day, I know that if I do these habits every single day, I will end up becoming the person that I want to become, because everything that is on my habit list works towards my goals. So whether I do it every single day, and I'm not going to sit there say that every single day I've hit perfect, and I've not. I'm just only human, but I know that every single day that I don't, I know I haven't worked towards that goal, and I know my habits are here, my schedule is here, my sleep is consistent, because I've got all this information. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to build a system that helps people track data about their own self, because it's worth it. It's worth seeing your own personal data. We always look at numbers, we always look at this data everywhere. So why does it not make sense to have data about yourself in order for you to go and improve and do the things that you need to do to become the best version of yourself? So if you're more interested into that, link in the bio. Make sure you subscribe to the Discord as well and join the community, because the life that you want is just a result of the systems that you haven't built yet.